Welcome back. Oh, hello. This is one of our favorite days of the year on PTL when we get a visit from the wild world of animals. We have Jamie and Grant Kemmerer. They are with us today, and a few of the amazing creatures they will be featuring at the Allegheny Outdoor Sports Show this coming weekend. Also joining us is show manager Chris Fasnacht. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Good morning.
I know there are incredible animals with us. Tell us about this little guy over here.
Well, this is Donk, and he is a laughing kookaburra.
I've never heard anything like this before.
Are you well, that's what I was just going to ask you, because if you pay attention, he's going to compete with me now. But when you watch television and movies, you'll always hear that sound playing in the background when they're trying to give you the feel that someone's in the deep, dark reaches of a jungle. But this bird comes from Australia, not really near anywhere deep, dark jungles. You got to be careful what you learn about animals on movies and TV.
Now, there is a reason I am standing over here,
Yes.
right?
Yes. He
Not
hates
fan of
women.
females.
He literally hates women and will attack any woman that he sees with that nice long beak of his. He will shoot right for these things right here.
No.
Now, that's not a natural act for a kookaburra. If you went to Australia, you do not worry about kookaburras attacking you. But this bird was born and raised in captivity from the time he was a baby, so he imprinted on humans, which you might think would make him a wonderful pet.
Oh.
Except that now that he is mature, for whatever reason in his little bird brain, he sees a human female and you're a threat to his territory. So
Oh, boy.
he immediately attacks. Why he is with us is because where he initially was, there were too many women.
Too many women. Well, I'm going to stay right here next to Chris. Tell us about some of your other animals. We have a lot of friends in here today with us.
We do have some fantastic animals, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to let Chris tell you a little bit about the show while I put Donk here away.
That would be awesome. And this is just one small part of the entire show. Tell us about what else you have going on.
Well, bird took off.
The bird did take off.
I told him
Oh
they
my
like candy.
gosh.
So,
I don't know. Oh, he's hiding now. I think he likes what Shelly brought from the mall at Robinson. He wants the chocolate. Okay, let's go back. Let's talk about the show.
so this is our 35th anniversary of the Allegheny Outdoor Show, and it's one of Pittsburgh's great sports traditions, and this year it's sponsored by Trogs Brewery out of Hershey, Pennsylvania. But the Wild World of Animals is just one of 3 different seminar stages. So they're on all 3 days of the show. We also have lots of fishing, hunting, camping kind of seminars for the entire family. We've got the trout pond for kids, gold painting.
I was always interested in that.
A lot of fun stuff for the entire family. We've actually lowered our ticket price this year from $12 to $10. And so for a family of 4, you can come to the show for $20 and free parking.
That's awesome. Chris, thank you so much. And I feel like
This one's safe.
This little guy, oh yes, he is safe.
Loves
I don't know
women,
why
loves
I'm so
men.
nervous. Okay, tell us about him.
Well, this is a New Guinea snake-neck turtle.
Oh,
and it is one of the strangest turtles you're ever going to see.
Yes.
As you can see, as that neck kind of protrudes, it winds up being as long as the entire shell. And this is a carnivorous animal, so in the water, she's kind of swimming along. Turtles are spend most of the time in the water.
Yep.
Sees prey, a fish, something like that, uses a long neck to just basically strike out and grab that prey.
Oh my, okay, that's how I feel like he may do that right now.
No, you're good, you're good.
Well, that's very interesting. I was going to say, you can obviously tell about him being a turtle, but he looks like a snake.
Well, and that's how they get that name, a snake-neck turtle. And of course, you identify a turtle by a more flat, streamlined shell, and most importantly, webbed feet. Because sometimes you might be looking at a reptile with a shell, and you might be looking at something a little bit different. So I'm going to let this animal come in, and you're going to tell me what it is.
Hey
You're
there.
good, you're good. All right, so what is this?
Thank you so much, Jamie. Tell us about this guy.
Well, you tell me, what do you think it
me?
is?
Oh, you
Because
want-
this is a turtle, so this is a...
This would be another form of a turtle, a tortoise.
Exactly, that was a perfect
Thank you,
answer.
Jill.
So this is a reptile with a shell that's adapted for living on land. And of course you won't see webbing on the feet, instead big heavy feet like an elephant, because they got to pick up this big massive shell and move it everywhere they go. Turtles in the water, more buoyant, don't have to worry about that. Carries this house with them everywhere that she goes. This is a yellowfoot tortoise, comes from South America. One of the larger tortoises in our hemisphere, down in the Amazon basin. You can hit about 100 pounds and even live 100 years.
Wow, and that shell really is beautiful.
And touch the shell. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yes. That's
Now I want you to touch your fingernail.
Oh.
Now touch your hair. It's all made out of the same thing. It's a protein called keratin. Birds' feathers, rhinoceros' horn, deer's antlers, all made out of the same thing.
That is so interesting.
Yeah, this is a living part of the body.
And then I want to talk about this cute little female behind us too.
Yeah, she's at full speed right now, so she is completely up to her capacity. I'm going to hand off our turtle here.
She's cute. I'm a little intimidated, but I think she is just enjoying hanging out back there.
That's what she does. Basically, that's her life. It's hanging out. I mean, they sleep upside down. They procreate upside down. They give birth upside down. Sometimes in the wild, they've even been known to basically pass away and still be in that hanging position.
So cute. Well,
Yeah.
we have so much more to come. Thank you guys so much for being here. But yeah, stay with us. We are going to take a quick break, and then we will be back with so much more from Wild World of Animals and the Allegheny Outdoor Sports Show. Again, that is coming up this weekend at the Monroeville Convention Center. It's Friday through Sunday. We will also be announcing the lucky winner of the Allegheny Outdoor Sports Show, who gets a behind-the-scenes tour and much more at this year's show. And that'll be when PTL comes right back. Stay tuned.